Hey there friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're having a really great day. Today I've got another WWE pay-per-view predictions video for you guys. Gosh, I always forget how much of a tongue twister that is. First off, I want to kind of apologise for the lighting. I've left it a bit late and then every time I've filmed the video since I've moved here, I've pretty much been in a different spot because I'm just trying to figure out what the best lighting is, where the best place for me to sit is and all that sort of thing. So I think it's potentially a little bit yellowy here, but I'll see what I can do in the editing if I can like make it a little bit better. But yeah, I'm just still trying to figure out where best to sit is, what time, what day, all that sort of thing. So if I keep looking down, it's because I've got the card on my phone. And Survivor Series is actually one of my favourite WWE pay-per-views of the year. I always think it's really fun and the concept is just, you know, a bit different. And now that they've started doing the women's Survivor Series matches and the tag team Survivor Series matches as well as the traditional men's one, I think it just adds a whole new element. And yeah, it's super fun. So the first match on the Survivor Series 2018 card is Ronda Rousey, who is the women's champion over on Raw, against Charlotte Flair from SmackDown. It originally was meant to be Becky Lynch, however on the Raw invasion on Monday, Becky Lynch took a punch to the face from Nia Jax and basically half her face broke and she got a concussion, so she couldn't be in the match. The medical team haven't cleared her, so she chose Charlotte Flair to take her place. I think this will be a really cool match, and I think this will also lead into what everyone has been waiting for the last few years, which is the 4 horsewomen of NXT versus the 4 horsewomen of MMA, which everyone is anticipating to either be this year's WrestleMania or maybe next year's WrestleMania match. Simply due to the fact that now Shayna Baszler is now NXT Women's Champion. There's all 8 of them around. I think this is the start of a build up to that. I really want Charlotte Flair to win just because I think Ronda Rousey needs to bring it down a peg. I think Ronda Rousey has not earned what she has got. Like Ronda Rousey is fantastic, but in WWE she's just not earned what she's been given, and I think because of that Charlotte Flair should win, just because Charlotte Flair has worked so hard and has won so many championships and has put in a lot of effort. You know, whether you like her or not, she's worked hard. So I want Charlotte Flair to win, but I don't think they're going to unless they're going to start billing Charlotte Flair as a bit of a legend killer like Randy Orton, because she was the one that ended Asuka's undefeated streak. So she could become a bit of a legend killer. However, I don't think that's going to happen this time. I think if she's going to beat Charlotte, it's going to be not Charlotte. If Charlotte is going to beat Ronda, I think it's going to be further down the road. So yeah, my pick is Ronda to win, but I want Charlotte to win. The next match is the mid-card championship. So it's Seth Rollins, the Intercontinental Champion from Raw, and Shinsuke Nakamura, the United States Champion from SmackDown. I want Rollins to win, but I think Shinsuke is going to win just because I don't think that Rollins' head is in the game following all of the stuff with Dean and with Roman. I think actually Dean might get involved in the match, and so I think Shinsuke is going to win. And potentially that is because SmackDown is my favourite band, so I think Shinsuke winning will be really good for SmackDown because I don't know how many of the other matches they're legitimately going to win. The next match on the card is the Raw Universal Champion Brock Lesnar against the SmackDown WWE Champion Daniel Bryan. Obviously I want Daniel Bryan to win. I think if Daniel Bryan can win this, it'll just reinforce him as Mr. Underdog. And I think if anybody can beat Brock Lesnar, it's Daniel Bryan. After Daniel Bryan beating, I think it was Triple H, Batista and Randy Orton, or something like that, beat all 3 of them in one night at WrestleMania to become the champion. So I think if anyone can do it, it's Daniel Bryan. And I would kind of love it if he did, and I would love it if, say, Braun Strowman got involved to help Bryan win. But it is Brock Lesnar, and he wins unnecessarily, so, you know, wouldn't surprise me if he did win. The next match on the card is the traditional men's 5-on-5 Survivor Series men's match. So I am going to read this off here just to make sure I get it right. So for Raw, it's Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, Finn Balor, Bobby Lashley and the Monster Among Men, Braun Strowman. And then, so for SmackDown, there has been some rumours that Shane McMahon might be being taken off or out of the team. Those rumours have only come up in the last sort of 24-48 hours. I'm filming this on the Saturday, and Survivor Series is tomorrow on the Sunday, the day I publish this video. And there have been some rumours. So Shane McMahon is meant to be on the SmackDown Survivor Series team. However, there have been some rumours that he might not be on the team. I'm not sure what reason that is, but at the moment there has nothing been confirmed. So at the moment, the SmackDown Men's Survivor Series team is The Miz, Shane McMahon, who is the commissioner, Rey Mysterio, Samoa Joe and Jeff Hardy. I think that SmackDown's team is one of the best they've had. I think someone like Samoa Joe might be like an X factor for them, but I just think unless some dirty tactics come in, I just think that the Raw team is extraordinarily dominant, especially when you put someone like Braun Strowman in. So I think Raw is going to win, unless there is some dodgy dealings. But that is kind of, the rumours are that it could be Randy Orton swapping in for Shane McMahon. I think that could really, really help if he is swapped in. But obviously nothing like that's been confirmed, so it's all a bit up in the air. And again, another match which feels a little bit up in the air is the women's 5-on-5 Survivor Series match. As again, there's a member of the SmackDown team that is a bit up in the air. The SmackDown team at the moment is Asuka, Naomi, Carmella and Sonya Deville, and there is still a place on the team that has not been filled. It has not been announced who is going to be on that member of the team, as it was originally due to be Charlotte, who is now taking on Ronda Rousey. The Raw team is Mickie James, Nia Jax, Tamina, Natalya and Ruby Riott. I think I'm so glad that Tamina is starting to be given the showing she deserves. I think her and having Tamina and Nia Jax on a team is kind of a bit like having Braun Strowman and the Big Show on a team. I think they're going to be really, really difficult to beat, but you just never know who this fifth member of the women's SmackDown team is going to be. I kind of really hope it's someone like Nikki Cross, or maybe even Shayna Baszler, or I think they could bring out Kairi Sane, and that could be her call up to the main roster, as she's just lost on NXT. I think Raw is going to win, but as I said, I think this unknown fifth player on the SmackDown team could really impact the way things go and how the team, how things unfold in the match. But with Tamina and Nia Jax, I think Raw is going to be extraordinarily difficult to beat. The next match is the Raw SmackDown champion, the Raw Tag Team Champions, who are AOP Authors of Pain, versus the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, who are The Bar, who I think will have Big Show in their corner. I think Authors of Pain are absolutely going to flip and destroy them. I think if they got, say, the Bludgeon Brothers or Sanity as the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, it'd be an incredible, maybe even show-stealing match. But I think Authors of Pain are going to walk it, even if The Bar has got what's he called, the Big Show in their corner. The next match on the card is the 5-on-5 Tag Team Elimination match, which is going to be on the pre-show. The five, again, I'm going to read this to make sure I do it right. The 5 tag teams from Raw are Bobby Roode and Chad Gable, The Revival, the B Team, Lucha House Party and the Ascension, versus the Raw tag teams, who are the Usos, the New Day, Gallows and Anderson, Sanity and the Colons. I think SmackDown are going to win. The Raw tag team division just seems a bit rubbish at the moment, apart from AOP, apart from when Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre were trying to do a tag team run, apart from the Shield, which now obviously aren't a tag team. You know, I think Raw's tag team division is flipping lacking, whereas SmackDown just seem to have all the really good tag teams. So the Usos, the New Day, the Bar, Sanity. So I think SmackDown, I think this is the one that SmackDown are going to really easily win, in my opinion. And then the final match on the card is the Cruiserweight Championships, which is Mustafa Ali versus Buddy Murphy. I don't watch 205 Live since the Cruiserweight division got taken off Raw. I've not kept up with it, so whoever wants to win can win. I really do not mind. So those are my thoughts on this year's Survivor Series. Yeah, I think I want, as I said, SmackDown is my favourite show. I love all of the majority of my favourites are on SmackDown. However, Raw, the combinations that Raw have pulled together, I just think are that bit more dominant. So at the minute, I think Raw are going to take it. However, you just never know, especially with some of the rumours of the up in the air stuff from SmackDown. You just never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to play into it, especially with a lot of the stuff to do with Braun Strowman, Brock Lesnar, Baron Corbin. You never know how things are going to turn out. Next, I've also literally, whilst I was looking into this card, found out that next weekend there is another WWE pay-per-view called Starrcade. No one has been talking about this. It's not been on. Unless I have been falling asleep during SmackDown and Raw this week. I had no idea this was happening. So next week's video again is going to be a WWE pay-per-view predictions. I've looked at the card. It looks pretty exciting. Although I literally didn't know. As I said, didn't know it was happening. No one said anything about it. So I'm a bit confused. And I was going to film the predictions video for that after this. However, I was doing some research and it seems like they're already dropping matches and changing matches and all sorts. So I'll leave that for a few more days just because I have no clue about what's going on. So hopefully they'll talk about it on Raw and SmackDown this coming week. Let me know in the comments what your predictions are for this year's Survivor Series. As I said, Survivor Series is always one of my favourites. So I'm really looking forward to it. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know what your thoughts are. Please let me know who you guys are rooting for. I have no one in real life to talk to about this stuff, so please talk to me about it. Hope you have a fantastic day and I shall see you guys soon. Bye.